Are we translatable? Do we ever truly communicate? Exactly how far does language go to transcribe our thoughts, emotions, experiences? Can you ever really describe a feeling? The purpose of language is to communicate, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it works.
In Heart of Darkness, Joseph Conrad says, "It is impossible to convey the life sensation of any given epoch of one's existence. If this is true, then we can never truly explain ourselves." Each experience that we have is personal to ourselves and not something that another person can fully understand. Whitman says, "I too am not a bit tamed. I too am untranslatable. I sail my barbaric yacht over the roofs of the world." So if we cannot convey our beings into language, then whatever we say becomes barbaric yaps. Our words become only a shadow of the real thing. And if that is the case, then we are forever alone. So, is this true? Am I untranslatable?
Ralph Waldo Emerson would say otherwise. He argues that every aspect of the human mind is mirrored in some phenomenon of nature. In his essay Nature, Emerson says, "Every appearance in nature corresponds to some state of the mind, and that state of the mind can only be described by presenting that natural appearance as its picture. And therefore, we are assisted by natural objects in the expression of particular meanings. Everything we think, every sound, every word can be described by nature. Ever feel trapped? That's in nature. Ever feel like your organs are getting eaten by ants? That's in nature." This idea connects to a psychological effect called sound symbolism, first observed in 1929 by Wolfgang Kohler. He argued that the human brain is able to assume abstract thoughts from simple sounds. To test the reality of Emerson's ideas and sound symbolism, we did the Boba and Kiki test. We asked people to assign the names Boba and Kiki to the two drawings.
I'd say that's Boba.
Kiki.
And then
Boba.
Kiki and Boba. I would put Kiki as this one because it looks like a K.
And then Boba.
That'd be Boba.
And you?
And then again, this would be Kiki only because K is like a sharp sound and Boba is like kind of a round B.
What's this one? Okay.
Boba, Kiki.
So it seems like sounds are non-arbitrarily linked to objects in the natural world. But this effect doesn't just apply to abstract shapes. In 2004, it actually impacted a presidential election. Kerry's label the flip-flopper was called the home run of his defeat. Why did this label make such a difference? Damien Cave says the term packs such particular force because it sounds like the action it describes. John McWhorter says these actions are ineffectual, abrupt movements. Fluttering, flickering, flailing, flopping, the sound goes right to our senses. We can relate these sounds to something like fish flopping around. If every word and sound can be linked back to nature and represented by a natural event, does this mean humans are translatable?
Well, not exactly. According to Emerson, nature can assist us in expressing, but it cannot fully execute it. There is still a gap of understanding in communication. Although nature tries to mend it, it falls short. Moreover, Emerson claims that nature can express via pictures, not words. Thus, it is not language that nature helps us express. Rather, according to Emerson, an answer in words is delusive. It is really no answer to the questions you ask. Words are deceptive and incomplete attempts to summarize human experiences and emotions. For example, animal sounds are the most direct translations of nature to language, but even these are incomplete as different cultures and languages perceive them differently. We proved this theory by contacting some foreigners.
Okay, so this is how dogs bark bark in Polish. Bo my mówimy po polsku, and that's how it goes. How?
Sounds in German. Animal
Right.
sounds.
So the different one is dogs, which go bow.
So in Croatian, dogs go av, woof, woof.
And the pig says, hrum.
Beautiful
The
statement.
kangaroo sound is sort of hard to put into words because it's sort of like a sound.
Hello, my name is Brett. Je parle un peu français, and I'm going to do bird noise, which is quee quee.
My father says that there's no specific names for the sounds in Arabic, but actually there's one song which is called the Magnum Had a Farm. I think
know that?
Yeah.
So we've took
No.
all the sounds from there. In Arabic and in Hebrew, we call these sounds like you.
So basically, even nature can be perceived differently, and words can't truly communicate it. Does this mean we're not actually translatable? If we can't even find our words in nature, where can we find them?
Well, there are words that exist in some languages and not in others. Eskimo has different words for snow that don't exist in English. In Bengali, there are words to describe taste that we cannot describe in English. In Italian, there is a word for the addiction to tanning salons, and the list goes on. But what if those words did exist? What if German words included English words, and French, and every other language on the planet? What happens once every language is squished together and made into one all-encompassing language? Will there ever come a day in the infinite future that every discovery or emotion or thing will have a word to define it? Right now we may be untranslatable, but is it possible that one day we could transcend modern language and become translatable?
You people.
Fred.
Yeah.
I
thought so.
Yeah. 100%. Say like what language you speak, and
Okay.
then go away.
Can I do a part English part?
Yeah, sure.
That'd be fantastic.
Perfect.
I don't know how the hell Germans came up with that. It's clearly worked.
Or I can go ask my mom.
Hey, I think your audio is off from your voice. I'm gonna call you back in one more second.
Can you hear me now?
Let me ask if that worked.
Wait, what language is she?
Oh, there's no light over there.
Oh no. Okay, could you do the dogs go av av woof woof one more time because it froze? So could you just do that one more time?
Good. What did cat say? No, that's a dog. What did cat say? Antoine, you're useless. No, you're lying. You just don't know anything. You're dumb.
And pig. I don't know exactly how the pig it sounds like. So it is like this.
Back out more, Danielle. You're still in the shot. Still in the shot. That's a great shot. You don't even know.
Fish don't make sound.
Second, you can say for your friend or your girl, you can say you can take a video if you want, not just like that. She's hiding behind the camera.